Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. I hope you all are doing well. So for today's video, I have a Catherine Paiz inspired makeup tutorial. If you guys don't know who Catherine is, she is part of the Ace family here on YouTube. So recently the Ace family came out with a music video called Giddy Up, and Catherine's makeup in that video was so stunning. So that's essentially what I recreated today. Her makeup artist who did the makeup look for her name is Yuri Makeup on Instagram. You guys should definitely check her out. This is her page. So essentially what I did was I looked at this post that Yuri posted, and based on these photos I created the makeup look for today. So yeah. So if you guys are interested in seeing how I recreated this makeup look, then please keep on watching. So I'm first starting off with my Smashbox Photo Finish Smooth and Blur Primer, and I'm putting this all over my face, concentrating it on my T-zone, which is my problem areas. I love this primer so much because it makes my skin look so flawless. All the bumps go away. Like, the makeup just sets so smoothly when I put it on. So that's just what I'm doing right now, just working that into my face. So now I'm grabbing my Too Faced Lip Injections Extreme. So Catherine has beautiful luscious lips, so I'm just trying to get that today. I love this product. It plumps your lips temporarily. It makes it look like you have lip injections. So I'm just popping that on my lips at the beginning so that by the end it will look nice and plump. So now I'm just going ahead and grabbing my Age Rewind Concealer and my Color Corrector by MAC, and I'm just doing my usual. I'm color correcting my face, starting off with the orange MAC Prep and Prime Peach Lustre, and I'm just working that onto the areas of my face where I feel like I have hyperpigmentation or discoloration. So I'm just doing that right now, and once I work the orange product in, I go over it with a concealer, which is the Age Rewind Concealer, and this is just going to help soften out the orange so that it doesn't peek through when I go ahead in with foundation. So for the Age Rewind Concealer, I use the shade Sand, so I'm just going ahead and applying that with a Morphe sponge. No one can do it like you. So for foundation, I'm using my Too Faced Peach Perfect foundation, and I use a mix of natural beige and light beige. So that's just what I'm doing right now. I'm putting on light beige, and then I'll be applying a little bit of the darker shade, which is natural beige. So I love this foundation. It's so beautiful. It's kind of like their Born This Way foundation, but more of a matte formula and matte finish. So I'm just taking my time and working that into my skin. I absolutely adore this foundation. It gives you such a natural finish and it's such good coverage. And also, one thing I love about it is that it smells like peaches, and who doesn't love applying a product on their face that smells like peaches? It just smells amazing. No one can do it like you. Okay, so now starting off with eyes, I'm first priming my eyes using my Too Faced Shadow Insurance Primer. So I'm just placing that on there and then just slowly working that into my eyelids. And for eyes today, I'm going to be using my Too Faced Christmas Cookie House Party eyeshadow palette that I got from this Christmas set. I've used this palette in previous videos. It's got some gorgeous colors. So today I'm grabbing this gorgeous chocolate brown shade, and I'm grabbing this brush that I got from my Naked Heat palette by Urban Decay, and I'm using this plastic piece from a eyeshadow palette cover, and I'm trying to create this really nice dramatic outer V, which is what Catherine had for the music video. No one can do it like you. So now and then I am going ahead in with a clean blending brush, which is what I'm doing right here, and I'm just making sure that everything is nice and blended and that there are no harsh lines, because that's the last thing we want. So I'm just now I'm just working on the other eye. So I'm first packing on that brown shade, and then I do go ahead in again with a clean blending brush and just soften out the edges to make sure everything looks effortless and everything looks nice and blended. So with that same clean blending brush, I am pulling that brown shade onto my crease as well, because that's what Catherine's eyes look like. It looks like that brown shade is also kind of pulled on and kind of smoked out into her crease. So now I'm going ahead in with this gorgeous cream color, and I'm taking my Morphe M124 flat brush, and I'm just applying this color onto my lids. So after looking at my reference photo, I realized that Catherine's lids weren't as bright as how I had them. So I went ahead in with this darker shade. It's more of like a tan shade, and it's this color right here. And what I did was I just went over top of the areas where I applied that cream shade, just to kind of replicate the look a bit better. And of course, now I'm just taking my clean blending brush and I'm softening out the edges. This is something that I do throughout the entire process of doing my eyeshadow. I always have to go back and fix stuff up. So now see, I'm just going back in with the chocolate brown dark shade, and I'm just applying a little bit more. So eyeshadow honestly is a process. It's never going to be applied perfectly. So now I'm just taking a smaller blending brush and I soften out the edges a bit more. Now I'm just going ahead in with my Kat Von D tattoo liner, and I'm just lining my eyes. I'm not creating a cat eye because Catherine does not have that on. It just seems like from the photo that she just has a little bit of eyeliner on, but just following the natural shape of her eyes. So that's just what I'm doing right here. And of course, I quickly did my brows off camera, and I used my Benefit Ka-Brow in the shade 4. So now I'm going ahead in and applying some concealer. I'm applying my Tarte Creaseless Concealer, and I'm just applying this, a good amount of this actually, because it looks like Catherine has a very nice bright under eye. So I'm just taking my time and blending this in with my Morphe sponge. Okay, so right before going ahead and setting all my concealer in place, I do go ahead and take off my Lip Injections Extreme because I felt that it was done doing its job. My lips were nice and plump, so I'm just removing that. And now I'm going to go ahead and use my Huda Beauty Easy Bake in the shade Pound Cake. And so I'm just using that to set all my concealer in place and to bake my face. So for lashes, I popped on my Huda Beauty Samantha lashes in number 7, and now I'm just going ahead and wiping away the baking powder that I had put on. And once I'm done with that, I'm just going to go ahead and brighten my face. So I'm going to be using my KKW Beauty Brightening Powder in the shade 02. And I'm just placing this under my eyes to really brighten it because Catherine, like I mentioned, had a really nice bright under eye. So I'm just putting a little bit on my forehead and on my chin, around my mouth, you know, my problem areas. And I didn't want it to be too harsh, so I'm just kind of blending it in a little more. So now I'm working on my lower lash line, and I'm just smoking out the chocolate brown shade that we put on the outer corners of our eyes. And I'm just dragging that down and yeah, just placing that underneath my eyes. And I'm just using a Morphe brush to do so, a very thin, small brush. And once I'm done with this, I am lining my waterline using my Marc Jacobs liner. I will list it down below in the description box exactly what it's called. So I'm just going ahead and lining my waterline. So now I'm just going ahead and applying some mascara, and I'm just applying this onto my lower lash line as well as my top lashes, just making sure that my natural lashes and my fake lashes are nice and blended as one. So for contour, of course, I'm going ahead in with my Chocolate Soleil Bronzer by Too Faced, and I'm just sculpting my face. And once I'm done with that, I'm going ahead in with my Tom Ford bronzer in the shade 03, and I'm just using this to really warm up my face. Catherine looked like she had a very nice bronze look. So I'm just doing that, and I'm just doing a quick nose contour. So now I'm just adding some blush. This is the Tarte blush in the shade Party. And now I'm just cleaning up my face a little bit, making sure it's very nice and sharp and clean. So now for highlight, I basically took my Fenty Beauty Hustla Baby highlight and I sprayed a little bit of my Urban Decay All-Nighter spray, and now I'm just highlighting my face because Catherine had a very nice highlight going on, so I want to make sure I can, you know, live up to that standard. So now I'm just highlighting my usual parts of my face. And yeah, so that's on my nose, Cupid's bow, forehead, and of course the high points of my cheeks. And now I'm just taking my beauty blender or my Morphe sponge, and I'm just kind of really working that highlight into my skin, just so that the glow really seeps in and it looks very effortless and natural. So now onto my lips. I'm just using my MAC Whirl lip liner, and I'm lining my lips with this. And once I'm done with that, I do go ahead in with my finger and I kind of just soften out the lip liner and just make sure everything is nice and blended, and just making sure the color kind of goes all around my lips, kind of evenly. Okay, and the last thing I'm doing is I'm applying my lipstick, and I'm going ahead in with my Kat Von D lipstick in the shade Bow and Arrow. They do have a liquid lipstick version of this, and I do have it as well, but I find that the tones are just a slightly bit different. This is more nude, so I wanted to go with this one today. Okay guys, so this is the final makeup look. I really hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you guys want me to do more celebrity makeup tutorials, then please do let me know in the comments down below, and I'll be sure to continue making videos like this. And of course, if I didn't mention any of the products that I used in this video, everything will be listed down below in the description box, so do check that out. And if you enjoyed this video, please give it a thumbs up and subscribe to my channel for more videos. And I will see you guys next time. Thank you so much for watching. Bye!